Good morning, Sandra here from AtelierVintageRose. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of hashtag Set More Makes from Jill Norwood. I will leave the link in the description box below. She started this hashtag a couple of years ago, so we can all share under this hashtag our crafts that we make. And for this week, I worked again with the Craftroom kit from Shabby Art Boutique. And it's called Fall at Bloom Cottage. And I really like this kit. And we have been very busy. We bought a camper van. What is it? A caravan. In Dutch we say a caravan. It's a small one. And you put it behind your car. It's that kind of caravan. And we are busy with that. So we are also busy with cleaning out the house. So busy. But I still managed to make this one. And I have a tutorial after this. So right after I show you this card, I have a tutorial for you how to make this one. This is, again, one of my, let me see here, one of my one-sheet wonders. This is how I made it. And I will explain everything to you. You can make it from any square size you want. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So let me show you. This is like a card with all tuck spots. So here is one of the texts that is in the kit. It says grateful, thankful, blessed, and gather here with grateful hearts. I put a congrats here with some pearl. Here is some lace and two of those cute little pumpkins. And this begins with pulling out a tag. And this is the Bloom Cottage. And this is the back. I printed everything double-sided, but you will see that in the tutorial. Here I put a magnet. And this is just a picture of the kit. And then you open your card up. And then here you have all different tuck spots. Here is a little tag. This is one of the corners that I cut off. And that's this flap that you cut off. And I folded it into a little envelope with some text on it. Here is the card. And these corners right here are from the corners that I cut off from the tags that I made. So that's that one. And here is a little ticket from the kit and another one of these cute little tags. And here it says enjoy, and I put a pumpkin right there. This has to be very flat because otherwise it won't close anymore. And when we close it back up, here is the back. And the back has warm hearts and full cupboards. And this one says pumpkin pies and cozy skies. So yeah, here is another tag in the back. And another one of these cute little pictures. And this is a tag, and I'm going to write a message on that one. And I put some lace here as well. So yeah, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and have a great week. Bye. So I just started by cutting a piece of paper. Mine is A4, but it doesn't matter. If you have a letter size, if you have an 8-inch, a 6-inch, 12-inch, it doesn't matter. I'm starting to cut it to a square. So what I need is a square, and I do use this piece of paper, and I did print it double-sided. But I do use this piece of paper to make the tags, but you can make tags from any other paper that you have. So we are going to make a square. And then you have a pattern. Well, I have a pattern on one side and a non-pattern on the other side. This pattern is a little bit bendable. So if you have a clear pattern, I don't think it's wise to use that. But yeah, I have my paper, and then I'm going to turn it a little bit like so. And I'm going to put, I think this is a beautiful piece to be my front. So I'm going to put a little paper on that says front. Because we are going to twist it a few times, and then you don't know what your front is anymore. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it on top and bottom. So you first determine how your front is going to be, and then top and bottom you're going to fold that. And that's how I got this idea, because my origami envelope folds like this, but this one I folded this way, and then I thought, oh, I did that wrong, and then I started to fold the rest, and then I came up with this cute little envelope sort. Well, it's not a card, it's not an envelope, but it's like a card, a full an open fold card that you put tags in, and I'm going to fold it both sides. So let me see if I can do that the other side as well. I'm going to put that on there, and then fold this like this, so I know it's going both sides. The next step is to flip my paper around like this and to mark the middle here. So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm just marking the middle right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that top and bottom flap to the middle mark that is right there. So I'm going to fold this one, and I'm going to fold this one. And then I want to fold both sides 1 inch in. So I am going to put a mark on the 1 inch, and that is 2.5 centimeters. And I'm going to mark this here and mark this one right here. But you can also take a scoreboard and just score it at a 1 inch. If you put it right here against that, you can score it here at 1 inch if you like. So perhaps that helps a little bit to fold it. And I had to pick a small scoreboard. Here is my bigger one. I think that works better. So I'm going to score that at a 1 inch, like so. This is the 1 inch mark. Like so, and I'm going to score it at this side as well. Wait a minute, it needs to be folded upwards. So this needs to fold upwards like this, and this needs to fold upwards like this. So I think because I use very thick paper, I think it's better to score this. So this is this one. Then we are going to flip it around again. This was my front. We're going to flip it around again. And now I'm going to cut these two angles, these two triangles in. I'm just going to cut the score line out. So cut it like this and cut this one like so. Then we can glue these to the back so that this is going to be our pockets. We can do 4 pockets here. And then we are going to fold this in. So this one is going to fold that way. And we're going to try to keep them together. And as I said, this is very thick paper. So this is going to be my front. And we are going to cut this triangle from the front. We are going to cut that off. Then we are going to fold this over and then make a score mark here beside that line. I'm going to score this like so. And then I'm going to fold that over as a closure. And I want that between, not too far, because I want that between those two lines that are right here. I don't want it to fall over that. So you manipulate your paper a little bit so that it falls in between there, like so. And then we are basically done almost. And I'm going to close this with a magnet right over here, right here. This is one. And I'm going to, I have this little round thing from the kit, and I'm going to glue that over, like so, probably. And then I want the other one to be right there. Let me see if I can fix that. So this will close, and that will be covered with this cute little button, like so. And then we have a place to tuck our tags right here. And this will be for words, like long strips of words. We can put right here. When we open it up, we do have a card, and we can put tags or pictures right here. And with the triangle, you can either make an envelope, like fold this over and make an envelope, like I showed in many videos, or just cut it in half, and then you can either use that as extra corners, like let me see, like so, extra corners on this card. So you have an extra corner there and there, and then you have 4 tuck spots, which are 6 in total. I am going to decorate this one, and with this piece of paper, I just fold it in half, I cut it in half, and then I have a tag that goes in right here, and the other tag goes in right in the other side. So yeah, then you also have 2 tags if you use this piece of paper, and otherwise you just make tags of your own. So yeah, I will show you the end results right now.